So, let me tell you about today's adventure. Firstly, we are going to know about the necessity of blood clotting. Next is the blood clotting mechanism. And lastly, about problems related to blood clotting. So, by the end of this adventure, you will be able to first, explain the necessity for blood clotting at the site of damaged blood vessels. Second, explain the mechanism of blood clotting. And third, predict the problems related to blood clotting in an individual. To enjoy our journey, you may need a notebook or A4 paper and a pen or pencil to jot down important words that describe today's adventure. So, our first adventure for today is to know the necessity for blood clotting. Why do you think blood clotting is important for us? Blood clotting helps to close wounds on blood vessels to prevent excessive blood loss. Next, the formation of blood platelets and the accumulation of blood prevent the entry of pathogens and other foreign substance into the body. Last but not least, blood clotting necessity to prevent blood pressure from falling to a low level as pressure is needed to maintain proper blood circulation. October 6, 2019, my friend and I met with an accident. Both of us were falling off my bike on slippery roads. My friend sprained her leg, while I got a few scratches on my face and fingers. The ambulance brought us to the clinic. Then, the doctor cleans my wounds and rubbed it. After a few days, new skin is formed and the scab falls off. Oh yeah, thank you to Huda and Jija for helping us that night. Do you know how the new skin is formed and the scab falls off? It is called blood clotting. Let me show you how it happens. Okay, so now I'm going to show to you the blood clotting mechanism. Before that, you may need a piece of paper and also markers. Okay, so here is the injury or rupture in blood vessels. The red stands for red blood cell and the blue stands for platelet. First, when you get a cut or injury or rupture in blood vessels, the blood vessels around the wound immediately constrict to reduce blood loss. Then, the platelets become sticky and clump together at the wound. Next, the clump platelets, the damaged cells and clotting factors in the plasma form activators known as thromboplastin. Okay, the thromboplastin together with calcium ions and vitamin K will convert the prothrombin to thrombin. Okay, so actually the prothrombin is inactive plasma protein, while the thrombin is active plasma protein. Okay, after that, the thrombin converts a soluble plasma protein which is fibrinogen into fibrin. So, what is fibrin? Okay, fibrin is insoluble fibers which form a meshwork of threads over the wound. Okay, so here is the example of fibrin. Okay, as the blood flows out, red blood cell and platelets are trapped in the fibrin fibers and a blood clot forms. Okay, so that is the process of blood clotting. Now, I'm going to share with you the problems related to blood clotting. Firstly, it is about hemophilia. Hemophilia is a hereditary disease. The afflicted person lacks the gene for the production of certain clotting factors like factor A. The person may die as a result of excessive bleeding from even minor cuts and bruises because blood clotting cannot take place. For your information, hemophilia is known as royal disease. It is because the hemophilia gene was passed from Queen Victoria, who became Queen of England in 1837, to the royal families of Europe. Of her children, one son, Leopold, had hemophilia, and two daughters, Alice and Beatrice, were carriers. Prince Leopold had suffered severe hemorrhage and always was described as very delicate. He was not having a normal life because any cut or bump could lead to death. Therefore, it was necessary to keep him always under strict surveillance. However, despite all the protection, Prince Leopold died at the age of 31 as the result of a minor fall. Next, let's take a look at another disease related to impaired blood clotting, which is thrombosis. As you can see, a local blood clot, thrombus, form on the damaged rough inner wall of the artery. The formation may cause blockage of the artery, a condition known as thrombosis. When the thrombus dislodges and is carried away by blood circulation, it is known as an embolus. The embolus may be trapped in a small artery where it blocks the blood flow. This condition called an embolism. If the coronary artery is totally blocked, which cuts off the supply of oxygen and nutrients to the heart muscle, it may cause a heart attack. Now, we already finished the 3 lessons, so please check by yourself whether you achieve the learning outcomes of today's lesson or not. If not, please revise. Before we meet at the end, let's sing a song with my sister and I. 1, 2, 3. When you are bleeding, please stop crying. The platelets are coming. They will come at the wound and release the enzyme.
Sister, what is the name of the enzyme?
It is called thromboplastin.
Wow!
With the help from thromboplastin, calcium ions and vitamin K, the proton beam will convert to thrombin.
Hey, it's not finished yet.
Aha! The thrombin converts fibrinogen into fibrin. Then the fibrin form a meshwork of threads over the wound. Hence, the red blood cell and platelets are trapped in a fibrin and blood clot forms. That's all from me. Bye and thank you.